Welcome to Hashnagar Digital. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. The deep, calm waters of Subic Bay are stirring once again. Today, February 8, 2026, this harbor on the west coast of the Philippines is back in the global spotlight. After more than 30 years, a significant American military presence is returning. This is more than just ships and supplies, it's a fundamental shift in the Indo-Pacific's balance of power. The arrival of U.S. military hardware here marks a pivotal moment in the rivalry between Washington and Beijing. Subic Bay is once again at the heart of American defense strategy in Asia. This move is a direct response to China's growing assertiveness in the South China Sea. For the Philippines, it's a calculated gamble to bolster defenses and assert sovereignty. For the U.S., it's about building a resilient, distributed presence to deter aggression and maintain stability. The implications stretch from Washington and Manila to the local communities along the bay. U.S. hardware brings economic promise, jobs, investment, and technology, but also the risk of entanglement in a great power conflict. The debate within the Philippines is intense, reflecting a nation grappling with its history and future. As U.S. equipment and personnel establish a new foothold, the world watches. The quiet awakening of this historic bay could determine the future peace and stability of the Indo-Pacific. The decisions made here will have consequences for decades to come. Understanding the return to Subic Bay is essential to understanding the new realities of the 21st century. The watch on the water has begun, and the stakes could not be higher. To understand today's significance, we must look back. Subic Bay was once home to one of the largest overseas U.S. naval bases, a linchpin of American power in the Pacific. From the Spanish-American War to Vietnam, it served as a critical logistics and repair hub. Its deep, protected harbor and strategic location made it invaluable. In 1992, Filipino nationalism led to the U.S. Navy's departure, a powerful assertion of sovereignty. The base became the Subic Bay Freeport Zone, a commercial and industrial hub. But geography is destiny. Subic's proximity to Taiwan and the South China Sea kept its strategic value alive. As China's naval power grew, Subic's importance returned to the fore. The bay sits near the Luzon Strait, a vital choke point for shipping and a potential flashpoint in any conflict. Control of this waterway is a major strategic objective for any power in East Asia. The legacy of the former base is complex: economic benefits, social challenges, and questions of national identity. Some welcome the Americans back for prosperity, others fear a return to compromised sovereignty. These echoes of the past fuel today's debate. The decision to welcome U.S. military hardware is not just strategic, it's a nation reckoning with its history. Subic Bay's story is one of enduring importance, shaped by both past and present. The choices made now will define its future. The American return to Subic Bay isn't a repeat of the old base, it's a modern, nimble approach. Guided by the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, the U.S. gains access to existing Philippine facilities, not building new bases. At Subic, the U.S. Marine Corps has leased a warehouse for pre-positioning critical supplies and equipment. The U.S. Navy is following with a much larger, climate-controlled warehouse and maintenance facility, set to be operational by September 2026. This hub will store everything from spare parts to essential supplies, supporting up to 63 personnel. The new footprint is designed for speed and resilience, avoiding large, vulnerable targets of the past. By distributing smaller hubs across Allied territory, the U.S. military can respond quickly to crises. Subic's proximity to the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait makes it an indispensable staging ground. These facilities are part of a larger network of EDCA sites across the Philippines, enabling rapid deployment. The increased presence also means more frequent and complex joint military activities. By 2026, the U.S. and Philippines plan up to 500 joint exercises and training events. This cooperation enhances interoperability, ensuring seamless joint operations. The new warehouses at Subic are the backbone of this partnership, turning strategy into reality. The arrival of crates and equipment signals a deepening U.S.-Philippine alliance. This is about logistics, the lifeblood of modern military operations. Subic Bay is once again a critical node in the region's security architecture. The U.S. presence here is both practical and symbolic. The alliance is being rebuilt, one container at a time. A key piece of Subic Bay's resurgence is the revival of its massive shipyard. Once run by Hanjin, the shipyard collapsed in 2019, sparking fears of a Chinese takeover. In 2022, U.S. firm Cerberus Capital acquired the facility, now rebranded as Agila Subic and operated by HD Hyundai Heavy Industries, Philippines. This trilateral partnership, Philippine ownership, American investment, South Korean expertise, reflects new regional alliances. The shipyard is now fully operational for commercial shipbuilding, doubling national capacity and creating thousands of jobs. By 2030, Agila Subic could employ over 4,000 workers, revitalizing the local economy. While focused on commercial vessels, the shipyard's dual-use potential is undeniable. It can repair and maintain large naval ships, a strategic advantage in any crisis. Having such a facility close to potential conflict zones is a game-changer. The shipyard's revival blends economic growth with national security. Subic Bay's comeback is as much about prosperity as it is about power. Subic Bay may soon host one of the world's largest munitions plants, a bold and controversial idea. US and Philippine officials are studying the feasibility of producing ammunition locally, reducing reliance on long supply lines. The plan would create high-skilled jobs, transfer technology, and strengthen the defense industrial base. It would also make the alliance more resilient in a crisis. Supporters see it as a step towards self-reliant defense. Critics warn it could make the Philippines a prime target. The debate highlights the tension between security and sovereignty. The future of this plant will reveal how far the partnership is willing to go. Subic Bay could soon be a center of both economic and military production. The US return to Subic Bay sends a clear message to Beijing. It's a direct counter to China's expansion in the South China Sea and a reaffirmation of the US-Philippine alliance. This move is part of America's integrated deterrence strategy, combining military, economic, and diplomatic tools. Subic Bay enables rapid deployment of advanced weapons and joint exercises, raising the cost of aggression. The US presence also empowers the Philippines to better defend itself. However, it raises the risk of miscalculation and close encounters with Chinese forces. China views the alliance as containment, fueling regional tensions. Recent espionage cases at Subic highlight the undercurrent of suspicion. Subic Bay is now a front line in the contest between two global powers. The stakes for peace and stability have never been higher. For local communities, the US return brings both opportunity and anxiety. The shipyard's revival and new facilities mean thousands of jobs and economic growth. Technology transfer and investment promise long-term benefits. But old anxieties resurface, concerns about sovereignty, social issues, and becoming a proxy battleground. Some see partnership, others see dependency. The debate over Subic Bay reflects a national conversation about identity and independence. The region's future will be shaped by how these economic gains balance against social and strategic risks. Subic Bay's transformation is as much about people as it is about power. Experts and leaders are sharply divided on Subic Bay's new role. Defense officials argue the US alliance is essential for deterrence and modernization. Security analysts say the Philippines cannot counter China alone. The US presence is a necessary poison pill against aggression. Critics, including Vice President Sara Duterte, warn the country risks becoming a bullet shield for American interests. Civil society leaders urge diplomacy over military buildup, fearing escalation. Local leaders focus on jobs and community impacts, caught between national security and local realities. The debate is intense, reflecting a nation at a crossroads. Subic Bay's future will be shaped by these competing visions. The choices made now will echo for generations. Subic Bay in 2026 is a microcosm of global change. The US military's return, the shipyard's revival, and ambitious plans have made it a focal point of strategic competition. Its future is tied to US-China relations, Indo-Pacific stability, and the Philippines' quest for security and prosperity. The Bay is once again a barometer of geopolitical pressure. The path forward is uncertain. Debates over munitions, sovereignty, and alliances continue. The world must watch closely. The stakes are real for trade, security, and millions of lives. The decisions made here will shape the region for generations. Subic Bay's story is not just for generals and politicians, it's for all of us. What do you think? Do the benefits outweigh the risks? The watch continues.